Definitely best speech ever that me don't hear we don't come on at that parliament day so far. And at this now we want for Sierra Leone. We want for me we leaders them join the government of the day and make sure say this country go before. The woki boku and rightfully like Mr. Yumkella say, the destruction we don't happen so today where we they reap with young generation don't happen decades ago. As he give example about the Bubuna project, he said they don't begin do Bubuna in the primary school, where some of who not be done born itself. So now this kind thing, this kind forward thinking, this kind progressive thinking, now we expect from we leaders them. And I applaud Mr. Yumkella for being courageous enough, for standing up there and giving this talk we get today, and encouraging in other parliamentarians them, in colleagues them, for letting join hand with the government of the day. Unlike Mr. Timbo's partisan speech that was being populated all around a couple of days ago, sycophants, party people, they hail him as best speech, best speech. Any speech where they cater to one party is not best speech. It's pathetic speech. I don't care if you come off from young man like Mr. Timbo Imot. It just shows how vile the politics has been. And to me, that was a shame that a young man like that could be so partisan in this, our generation. We should all release ourselves from the shackles of party politics. It's not good for nobody. If you not believe, not go too far. Look at the last government MPs and people that were within a power. Till they outside and they all they shake in their boots. Some don't lose weight. Some man don't go find rock, you don't crawl under. My dear, power is very fragile. Only one person get permanent power, now in a God. So anybody will get power, if will be very cognizant of the fact that it is fleeting. It a move, it go. And if will be very courageous for use power the right way. So I applaud Mr. Yumkella. Me no one they get doubt say Mr. Yumkella is not eloquent. He's the most eloquent speaker in the house so far that I have heard, because I should be fair and say I know you from all of them yet. But so far, he's eloquent and everything he said is right on point. Now, as we know, talk is cheap. We know say just because you give good speech doesn't translate to action. I pray that this government and all we leaders them go join on and indeed bring all their speeches them to fruition by way of action. Waiting the president outline is very, 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 very good for the country. Waiting Mr. Yumkella don't pick from him. He don't highlight exactly na so it will be. But I get confidence in the current leader. He's a young man who wants to succeed. He's full of political will and he's very humble. So far, I'm very happy with the way I see they relate to other people them, reaching out, bringing things in to the country. That's very good. May God give him wisdom. May God give a light heart and an open heart. Because possibly you carry your heart light and your heart open, good things that they come. It is free of bias. Let God free him of bias. Let God free him of political shackles. Disgraceful partisan shackles, I mean. Let God free them all from that. And I hope say me APC brother and sister them, we mean well for the country, go begin emulate other good politicians, sober politicians, politicians we put Salone Fos. As far as this voice message get for go, I pray that do you hear me people in our salon now always get on power and forward in this country. Una go really, really free ourselves from the shackles and ignorance and sycophants of partisan politics. Like Mr. Yumkella say, no, they better nobody. Now your future you they play with. Now your picking and future you they play with. Now your grand picking and future you they play with. All the one they don't pass before. Pashekio, Momo, Udato, Magayo, Waiting tangible and get for left show today. Say na this now we don't left family generations on born where they enjoy. Corruption not the born good picking. Corruption not the born good picking at all. I pray that God go free we from this sin of corruption. Yes, it's a sin. It's a disease. It's a curse, actually. May God free we all from the curse of corruption, the curse of party politics. Hands down to Dr. Yumkella. May God give her wisdom. May God give her more understanding. And may God give her courage for acts. As they speak truth to power, let God make it able for act. May God free him from fear. May God free him from the bondage of pleasing people. It's not easy. Elephant head not a picking load. They all where they before so. Then get boku and get pay them. Where they influence their decision. But let God give them courage as leaders. You know, any leader will not get courage, not a leader. One of the qualities of leadership is courage. Meaning looking fear bold in the face and doing what is right. That's courage. Let God help him. And let God help Sierra Leone.